Hello YouTube, it's Sean from the Pompey Games Room, back with another pickups video here. So first of all, let's get the obvious message out of the way. Hope everyone's had an amazing Christmas. Did manage to catch a few videos around the retro gaming community on YouTube over Christmas. Just work, obviously being off work. It's been great to have a bit of free time catching up for stuff on your phone and laptop. It's been great to actually get back into some videos. I've commented where I can, but I haven't commented on every video I've watched, but it's been real good Christmas spirit around the YouTube community again. And arriving at the party very late here, but very much want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, which obviously we will be having in, well, tomorrow. I'm recording it on the 30th. So anyway guys, I just wanted to record this pickup video just to have a bit of a catch up really, and to finally be able to put these games into the onto the shelf, and also just to be able to store them away, because they sit around the house and I just wait to catalogue them on my channel basically before I can sort of put them away and forget about them or just get around to playing them. So I want to start off with my PS4 collection. Obviously I said in my last pickup video that I had jumped to next gen after only really saying a few videos before not interested, so obviously I went out and bought one literally straight away. But obviously last time we were having a lot of works on the house being carried out, and they were all locked away downstairs pretty much behind furniture, which was all stacked on top of this chest which we keep everything in. So anyway, I just wanted to get the games here. I have them all and I'll go through them just so I can show you what we've got. So first of all, we have FIFA 15. This is just a game bought because it's, you know, obligatory FIFA title really. You have to have a FIFA game, but just refuse to pay the absolute, you know, top dollar price for a new one really. So a bit stingy, but you know, as long as you've got a football game, everyone's happy. WWE 2K15, pretty good. I mean, graphic wise, amazing. Pretty good for a wrestling game. I ended up playing it probably for about 2 hours before I got 2016, so you'll see about that in a minute. So this was the game that I got the console for. I just fancied playing a Lego game when this came out, so I ended up picking this up as well. This came with the console, which is Lego Jurassic World. I then got WWE 2K16. I thought it was 14 for a second there. I thought I've managed to gain a game somewhere. This one was the one I was really into the last time I recorded my pickups video. I've pretty much completed it. You know, I've got everything up and got all the achievements up, and yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. It's a good game. I throw it on every now and again, but it's very fleeting nowadays that I play on it. I've really gone off the board with WWE now. It's one of those things that you sort of get into for a few months and then sort of drift away from. So anyway, WWE 2K16, and brilliant game, by the way, guys. If anyone's thinking of getting the newer one, I haven't actually bought the new one. I have played it and it's very good, but not a lot of difference between this one and the new one. So I would just stick with that one if I was you. This one here is the game that I also had a lot of problems with in my last pickup video, and that is F1 2015, and it's the collector's edition. It's the one that I seem to recall that I went round. My dad came down and I was saying, we'll play 2-player on the new racing game I just got, thinking it would be 2-player, and they've taken the 2-player racing feature off of it, unless you've got 2 PS4s. So unless you want to play online, you can't play 2-player. Which also, sorry to get on to another one, I was just about to pre-order a new one when that came out, and it's still not 2-player. So what the hell are Codemasters playing at? Sort it out, Codemasters, put 2-player features back on racing games. It's like playing a football game with 1 player. Sort it out. But that's one more sale you get. Just think about the extra £45 that it'll make Codemaster. Just think about it. Next one is Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege. Very good game. Really gotten into this. Haven't played it online. That's the one thing. There are a lot of training missions you can do, which I've sort of gone through now. And I don't really play online games that much. I probably should have done a bit more research into it. But very good game. Graphically brilliant. Never really gotten into Call of Duty games. This is as far as I really go shooter wise, but really happy to have this in the collection. The next one I got as a prequel to the next one, and I got it for my wife, and that is Tomb Raider, the Definitive Edition. I believe it's Definitive Edition. Let me just look. Yes, Definitive Edition. Is that right? Definitive Edition. Third time of asking. Didn't pay that for it in CEX. I actually paid, I think it was 14 quid, because they had some promotion going on in the Portsmouth store. So I ended up paying about 14 quid for that, and it was really for my wife to play on and just to get hang the controls again for this one, which I actually pre-ordered for Sam, and it's come in the collector's edition, and it comes with, I'll just hide the code, you never quite know, and drop it all over the floor. Comes in this little book, and it also comes with this little art book, which is pretty cool. And it's sort of the history really of Tomb Raider, obviously being 20 years, and there's some pretty cool artwork in there. Really well done that, and I'm really impressed actually. The gameplay is absolutely fantastic on it, and obviously it came out on Xbox One a year ago, sorry, before this, so it's something that Sam's been waiting for an awful long time, and it kept getting delayed and put back. So anyway, glad to say we finally got it, and it is a brilliant game, really good, really recommend it. 2 more games left, guys, for the PS4. I feel like I'm going over old territory here. PS4. Next one is a game I'm currently replaying at the moment, and it's Grand Theft Auto 5. Got very far on it. I wanted to say I completed it on the PS3, but never quite completed it. It was we got very close to completing it, shall we say. But there was online elements we didn't do, and also a lot of side missions and things. Just got a bit repetitive, but I'm determined to actually complete this one. So Grand Theft Auto 5 there, guys, into collection. I mean, what can you say about Grand Theft Auto? One of the great all-time games, I'd say, probably in the last 5 to 10 years of gaming, and they really nailed it. It's this one here again. And the next one is a game that I actually bought, a video game series that I bought after going to New York in October. I went to, obviously, I shot that video in Nintendo New York, and went to watch NHL game, New York Rangers versus San Jose Sharks. And it was a really good game, and it got me back into the old hockey again. That's the kickstart I needed. So I've ended up purchasing NHL 17, and it's absolutely brilliant. I'm addicted to it. I'm playing the Be a Pro mode at the moment. I'm with Montreal, my second year, and it gets harder and harder as you get a better player. You get more responsibilities and things. I've also played on the Be a GM mode, which is pretty good, where you get to build a team and stuff, and it's very good. I can't say enough good things about it, but it's like any game when you're into it at the time. It's the best thing since sliced bread, but this thing is pretty much the WWE game that I referenced last time, my YouTube video, which I was playing, and it was the best thing. But anyway, no, this is a very good game, guys. Anyone looking to get into a hockey game, I'd probably say this is pretty pricey. I ended up paying 45 quid for it, but the 2016 edition was 15 quid, and from the game I actually had, I bought the other one, which I traded in to buy this. I bought 16 and traded it in to buy this, and there was pretty much no difference. So I would just buy the 12 or 13 quid one from CEX, which is last year's version. Unless you really like NHL, then get this one with Tarasenko on the front. Very good player on the game, by the way. So, guys, that is the PS4 collection all done there. I've got a pretty good collection actually already, only owning the console for a little while, so I'm pretty happy with that. Yeah, so I have got some other pickups, and I have got one other thing, which is here, which I'll just move out of the way. I've got one PS Vita game I wanted to go through quickly. I got this for the plane on the way to New York, and it's Lego Marvel Superheroes Marvel Edition. I've got to admit, I really struggled to get into it. I found it really, really button bashing heavy. I paid 13 quid for it on eBay, so I'm not really that fussed, to be honest, because I got quite a good deal on it. But I probably will keep it. I tend to keep most of my Vita games. They're up sort of around here somewhere. In fact, I've moved them down because I was looking for this. So yeah, I mean, it's one of those consoles that I still play Football Manager all the time, in fact. So I play a lot of that, but I ended up playing this on the plane for, I'd say, about an hour. I just couldn't get into it. I mean, graphically, what they've managed to do on the Vita with the little Lego sprites and stuff is pretty impressive, but it just wasn't for me. So yeah, Lego Marvel Superheroes Universe in Peril. Pretty good, but I've heard it's very similar to most of the other games that you can get Lego-wise on the Vita. So that's the Vita sorted. I have 2 games for the Megadrive. I thought I had 3. He says as he looks around, but I obviously didn't have 3. So we'll stick with these 2. Okay, so the first one is a game I've been looking for an awful long time for the Mega Drive, and I was really happy to get it. I never quite got into Road Rage when I was a kid. Now, you know, it sounds bad, like a joyrider and stuff, but no, Road Rage, Road Rash. Ooh, what's the dark side to the Portsmouth lifestyle as a child. So yeah, didn't get into road rage as a kid, but I didn't get into road rash as a kid. Instead, I actually quite like this sketching game made by EA, the same who made Road Rash. But basically it's exactly the same, but you're just on rollerblades, and the graphic, I don't know why I do that. The premise of this game is you're on rollerblades, and instead of hitting people off motorbikes, you're trying to hit people on rollerblades off the back of cars and things like that. Pretty impressive game. I remember playing it so much when I was a kid. This game was quite a good game when it came out. I remember it being quite pricey and quite difficult to get hold of, actually. So I'm holding it in front of me here because I seem to believe it was quite a late release. This, I think it was actually, you know, I'm not even going to hazard a guess. 94. So yeah, it's sort of a late release, I'd say. I seem to remember this coming out quite late on in the Megadrive's life because the graphics on it, and there was music on it, and things like that, like quite good music. It wasn't just like, you know, the quite simple stuff that you found sort of on Road Rash sometimes. But this was, I'd say, pretty good play. And it's quite pricey now to try and get hold of. I ended up holding out for about a year trying to get a good one, and I think I got this for £8, and it's fully boxed. The case is shattered inside, but it still closes and stuff. It's fully boxed and it works. So for £8, there was obviously delivery on top of that, so I think it was £10.50 all in. But yeah, I was really impressed with it. Played that game recently, and yeah, it's a great game to be able to play on again. So and the next game I've never played on, never even heard of, never even knew it existed on the Mega Drive. I always played Pete Sampras Tennis with the extra control slots in the actual cartridge by Codemasters. And I was quite impressed to see this, actually. And obviously EA tried their hands at a lot of games at the time, and with FIFA they did NHL, still do NHL, NFL, and what's the other one that they did up there? Rugby. They did the Rugby World Cup. But this one here is IMG International Tour Tennis for the Sega Mega Drive. Again, fully boxed, and another game that seems to be quite difficult to get hold of. This was a 1994 release as well, and I don't believe they made any more of these games after this. I believe this might have been the only one. I did read somewhere they sold the franchise to someone else. I think it might have been Actua who ended up doing actual tennis, but I don't think that's true, because I think Actua Tennis didn't have the proper names for players and things like that. So maybe they sold the concept or something like that. But I seem to remember reading something like that. But yeah, I haven't actually played it. So but perfect example, I'm not going to play it because this is going to be my next First Thoughts video. So one day in the coming weeks I will record this. It's going to be new for both of us to see what it's like. So I'm expecting it to be pretty good. EA usually did a pretty good job with these games back in the day when they used to do FIFA and things like that. So I'm expecting something pretty good on this. So we'll see how many, if there are any actual real players on it. It looks like there will be, because there's actual players on the front. So does it say if there's any players on here, proper players? Sorry, it just says play against 32 of the best pros in tennis. Doesn't really say if they're real, but anyway, yeah, really looking forward to playing this. Actually, used to love tennis games back in the day, proper tennis games. So that is my pickups on Mega Drive, and I'm absolutely positive I had another one, but for the life of me I can't find it. But anyway, the next one is really special. Now, people might remember, well, you probably won't actually, it's a long time ago, everyone's watched thousands of YouTube videos, but in one of my videos I said for my birthday one year, or Christmas, it was Christmas, sorry, it was my birthday, sorry, very incisive. I got a very special Tetris gift. Now, I've been trying to track this down for an awful long time, and they finally started popping up about 5 years ago, and they're quite pricey. I got outbid on one before at 110 quid, and that was from the UK. The one I actually got was from Spain, and it ended up costing me, it came on as a buy it now, 50 quid delivered. So I couldn't believe it when I saw it, and I thought there had to be something wrong with it. I just pulled it off the table just there a minute ago, so you might have even seen it. But yeah, I got this, I want to say on my 9th birthday. but I can't be 100% sure of that. I'm just struggling here to look for a year that this package was sort of made. This was out in 1993, so I would have been 9 at the time, so not too far off. I would say I got this for my 10th birthday, so I think I got this in 1994, January time. And it's something that I have great memories of, and being the coolest kid in school for at least 2 weeks with this thing. And I'm just going to kill the suspense here. And it's fully boxed, and it has a new battery, and that is a Nintendo Tetris watch. And it's something that I couldn't have been prouder to actually find on eBay. When it turned up, it felt like that you can relive your childhood again. Now, I'll just pull it out here. So it's a pretty simple thing here. It's got all the instructions and everything, and basically, it is just. I'll just get up and show you at the camera. But I mean, it is just a normal watch basically, but it's got the actual Nintendo blocks on it, Nintendo Tetris blocks. And I'm going to do a proper video on this watch because it was absolutely mind-blowing when you're a kid. It's not like nowadays where you've got hundreds and hundreds of apps on your phone. I mean, it had all the buttons, and it was even a watch as well. You know, okay, not a very good watch. I mean, that is miles out time-wise, but yeah, I mean, it was a fantastic watch, and I absolutely loved this back in the day. So I'll just come back and put that on the side. But that's the package that it came in, and it was. I mean, it's brings back so many memories. It's so nostalgic seeing this, and they're the other two that you could get. I believe the Zelda one is very expensive. The Super Mario Brothers one is about the same price as the Tetris one, but yeah, on eBay they go for an absolute fortune. So I mean, you can pay, like I said, I mean, I got outbid probably 3 or 4 times over 100 quid on these, and this thing had probably been on the auction, I would say probably about a day or so. It was quite late in the month as well, because maybe that had something to do with it, why it hung around as long as it did, because I seem to remember I took some money out of my savings to buy it. So it was one of those things that maybe I just was lucky I was actually able to afford it when it came on. So but right place, right time, bit of luck. So if you keep missing out on something, eventually, you've got to get lucky with it. And I do feel like I got pretty lucky with that. So but like I said, I remember opening that on one of my birthdays, and I want to say it was in 1994. And it was like being the coolest kid in school. I remember being in the lunch line at school, waiting to get your school dinners, and everyone sort of wanted to have a go on this watch. And I can't remember what happened to it. I think I still had it when we left our house in Cosham, when my parents went to Canada, and I stayed here for college. I want to say I saw it then. I probably back then wasn't as nostalgic, obviously. You just never know what's going to happen in your life, obviously. And I probably just binned it because it probably didn't work anymore. But I mean, yeah, this watch just means everything to me, and it just screams childhood to me. It's proper nostalgic. So I was so happy to get this, and it's an official Nintendo product. And I believe it was a pretty good seller. It was actually a better seller in America. They sold a lot of these in America, very popular, but they were different packaging. So I'm really, really happy to get this, guys. And I'll do a standalone video on this just so I can show you all the features. But it's pretty cool, and it's something I think that it'll be great to preserve on my channel and sort of go over as a bit of my childhood and things like that. So yeah, guys, that's it. So these pickups are basically been, I want to say, over with the PlayStation stuff. My 2016 pickups haven't made an awful lot of pickups retro gaming wise. I mean, those two there is a third Megadrive game floating around, but I can't remember what it is. That's how long ago it's been. Now my last pickup video, which I did in, I think it was May, but it might have even been put up in June or July. I rewatched a part of it yesterday and quickly went through it, and I had another video that I recorded after I uploaded my Multi-Mega pickup, which is just here. I don't know if it's off camera, but anyway, it's just there. But there is another console that came along with it, and it was the same time, and I opened it about 4 months after it arrived and filmed it. I had a lot of issues with my power director thing that I used to do my videos, a lot of problems, and it kept corrupting the video. Now I've just updated to Cyberlink 15 or 16, I can't remember whatever the current one is. I've just updated to it, and I managed to redo the file last night, and it's all come out really well. So I will be uploading that soon, but it is actually in my last pickup video. I didn't announce it or anything, but unknowingly I put it on the shelf when I'd recorded it. So it's going to say that it's been sitting there wrapped up for 4 months. It hasn't. I did that video about 6 months ago, so it's totally different. Same sort of lighting, but yeah, it was shot about 6 months ago. So I've had that console now nearly a year. When it's uploaded, I'll probably upload it in the next 2 weeks or so after this video. But yeah, if you're sort of you know, eagle-eyed, you might have spotted something up or around the top different, you know. So yeah, it's one of those things, a bit annoying to look back on. Like I look now and there's you know, these here, my Operation Rebuy games. I still haven't shot one of them for the for one of the games up there, which I can see now looking in the mirror. But that's YouTube, isn't it? One day we'll go over it and I'll pretend to wrap it up and unwrap it and just be really, really sort of over the moon, like, oh, it's just arrived, and just hope that no one's watched this. So anyway guys, I'm babbling. Like I said at the beginning of this video, Merry Christmas to everyone. It's a few days after Christmas now, and it's Friday the 30th of December, so it's 5 days after Christmas. But like I said, really got involved with YouTube over the Christmas period. Didn't get to comment on every video, but I will be rewatching some of the videos that I didn't get a chance to because I was watching on my phone mostly, and trying to write comments on an iPhone, especially my one. I don't know whether it's my operating system or something. It's quite difficult. It seems to sometimes crash, especially when you link people in the comments. So anyway, but I have tried to comment on a few videos. I will go back over and comment on videos that I did watch. I have watched them, so I won't have to watch them again. I'll start the video and just comment and then just close it. But yeah, been really sort of gotten really back into the YouTube thing over Christmas. And this year's been really heavy with house improvements. We've literally only in the last few days just finished another job we wanted to get done at the house. But a lot of stuff now, fingers crossed, is and touch wood, is sort of up together. So, but that's the beauty with a house. You just never know. Something else will come up. But anyway, life's good, guys. Had a great holiday this year. Another great year and another great Christmas, and I'm really confident for 2017 it's going to be another great year. So anyway guys, whatever your plans are, be safe and have a great 2017 or start to 2017, and I'll see you then. Please feel free to comment, rate and subscribe, and I'll see you in the new year.